Two for Tuesday. Titanium Justin, myself, KDK. What is up? We can talk to
Hello,
ourselves now
everyone.
until people show up. What are you up to today, bud?
I went down to one of the museums about half an hour away. We have the largest Jackson Pollock ever made.
Really?
Yeah.
And I have to ask, how large is the largest Jackson Pollock ever made?
Like 10 foot by 20 foot.
Okay, that's respectable.
It's valued at like $500 million.
For splash and paint.
Hey, I'm an artist. I have to say that's a good price.
I am too, but we always would have the discussions, the talk about, like, oh, he just throws paint on the wall, or like what's his name doing this, the Campbell's soup cans and stuff. It's like
yeah.
It's all
when we're dead, when we're dead, it'll be worth something.
Fukuzo, what is up? Two of your favorite
Marco,
YouTubers,
Shay,
right here.
All my favorite people.
Right. Did Marco win the other night? Marco, didn't you win in TKE's live? I think on Saturday. He did like 4-knife giveaway for hitting 4K.
Nice.
Dude, I'm already getting warm.
It was Marco, 75 here today.
75? Really? It's not that warm in Minnesota. So Marco did not win.
Hey,
Why
Eagle
did
Scout?
I think Marco won? What's going on, Eagle Scouts? Eagle Scouts got some news. Okay, spill it.
Definitely, Shay, get in on that. We need to get in on that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Dan, I don't know if you follow Legion Steel.
I don't know. I might.
So you should, because he designed the Goblin, and he has a new company, Legion Steel. They actually were hit by tornadoes last week, and they're okay, but they're raffling off some knives for money to help.
Really? And is that on Legion Steel's page, or is that on? So go check out Legion Steel. There's your Goblin. Here's my Goblin. Look at those. Just Beauty. A nice pair. I love this knife a lot. What's up,
Oh,
Echo?
yeah. It's way easy to use.
What's this say? Hello, cute, beautiful boy, the one on the left. I think there's a couple of cuties on there right now. If you ask me, I don't know. Couple of lookers. Hey, Alex. What's up, Alex? Yeah, every day I've been picking up and kind of messing around with my Goblin. It's literally becoming one of my new favorites. The size is big. It's snappy. I like a large knife. I like the frag. The frag actually really
I found this on Blade Binge. It had been on my Grail list.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this on Blade Binge. And it was $50 because the guy didn't have the box.
$50?
And I was like, I'll take it.
What blade steel is on that one? Is it also S35?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
He's a guy who deals in high-end stuff. And he somehow lost the box, so he just decided to sell the knife. And I was like, he had it at like 75, and I said, well, they're on sale. And he goes, all right, well, 50 work. And I was like, I'll take it for 50.
You got to grab it for 50. That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Shay says, Shay was just watching their live. They said, share the info on social media. So yeah, everybody go check that out. I'll go do that afterwards. Boop Doozle said he bought a couple of raffle tickets. And okay, Eagle Scout says, starting my own custom knife company, going to be called Eagle Customs, still in the planning stage.
Nice.
Wouldn't we all love to? I just want to buy some land and then start buying some machines. I think that would be super fun.
It doesn't take much. You can get a garage and a CNC machine.
And a couple of grinders and then start doing some stock removal knives. I think that would be super fun. I would love to do it. Ooh, what's that? Okay, that is the concept. Tavern. I got it. I passed. What do you think about that one?
It might be my favorite concept yet.
Yeah, that's a gin design, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean you can tell a knife maker designed it or a knife lover designed it. It just fits.
Right. Jonathan's a really cool guy. Really cool guy. And his kid followed me around
online a little bit, but
yeah, his kid followed me around all at Blade. He's really good kid. Really good kid.
So yeah, I've gotten some new stuff and I'm excited to show you.
Okay,
But
I'm ready.
Something showed up today. I wanted to share. So Weldon Carey, he introduced me to this friend of his who goes by Burkle's Cerakote.
Yep.
And I've talked to him a handful of times. I share his stuff. I think his stuff's great. I had no idea, but he sent me a knife today.
Wow.
Didn't know at all he was going to do it. Just showed up.
And that's all Cerakote?
It's all Cerakote.
Wow. How do you... Okay. I didn't know you could do patterns with Cerakote.
Yeah, he does all sorts. He does like Marvel logos and stuff like that.
Awesome. Tom asking me if I got the titanium scales yesterday. I did. I ordered those. If anyone's still interested, if you have a Demco AD 20.5 knife center, do you have the small pivot?
I don't know which it is.
Either way, right now, Knife Center has a sale on titanium scales for $50.
$50?
Yeah, they don't have they're smooth. They don't have like a diamond texture or anything to that. You can get like either stone washed or polished or whatever, but it's a Demco 80-20.5. It's the small pivot. It fits that exact knife. You could go on the Knife Center right now and buy titanium scales for that for $50.
Oh, well, that's a done deal.
They're $150 retail regular, and I think they're just not going to be making those anymore or something, and they're just blowout price. I saw whoever said it on the live yesterday. I literally pretty much pinned up, closed the live, and went and bought them. And
I'm thinking about ordering a trainer from Flightanium. They have a bunch up right now for $60.
They have those on sale too. That I was gonna go buy one, and I got kind of busy, and I didn't. I'm loving my trainer so far. It's fun. I suck, but I want to.
Did the Jack Wolf show up?
Oh, okay. It's out for delivery. My mail has not come yet. My neighbor is mailing something, so her flag is up, so I can watch for when that flag drops. I can go grab it. But it says it's out for delivery, so I have a Jack Wolf that I get to do a little unboxing and test out for a couple of days before I pass it on. Excited for that for sure. What's up, No Bull Reviews? Blade Walker.
Yeah, he changed his name.
Did you change it to something else though? Or no, it was No Bull Reviews. I saw that like last weekend or whatever. For some reason I thought it was something else. Maybe I was hearing wrong.
Hey, Clint.
So maybe it was Clint. Clint, were you the one who won on TK's live? I'm just throwing out guesses now. I know MPG did. MPG has won 2 times from my channel. I saw her win on TKE's. I saw her win on, I don't know, was it Rob or something? But MPG's got the luck. She's got the luck.
And Fook. Fook has the luck.
Well, Fook's just a
good guy.
The one and only
Blade
Walker. I want to say Blade Walker, but now I have to say No Bull.
No, you can call him Blade Walker. He just changed the name of his channel.
I guess it is parentheses, so it's still there. That was your second time on TKE and you won, Clint? What did you win again?
You've never won anything today. Day's not over. So I picked up my first petrified fish.
Petrified. What about petrified fish?
I got my first one.
Oh, what do you think of it? Which one did you get?
I love it. It's called the Viper. It's new.
I do not know the Viper.
You will like it. You're not a big Vosteed guy, but how do you feel about shilling cutters?
Sure.
So picture a completely full-size one for $47. 3.5-inch blade.
Yes.
G10.
Crossbar. What's
K110 steel. K110, so basically D2.
Wow.
$47.
Got a huge hole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have, what do I have? 1, 2, 3. I thought I had 4. I have 4 petrified fish. My favorite
This is my first one, and I'm liking it.
Beluga.
Nice.
The beluga is a beefy one, and it's got the fuller. You can flick it out. Petrified fish make some cool stuff, though. I like them.
One time I was talking to Shay in a live. I had a live, and we were talking about we were going to go over and watch MC. Hopefully somebody'd win, and Shay won.
Isn't that something? That's pretty fun. Yeah, my friend was over, and when I won on
hey, Sterling,
on KC's live a few months ago.
I've not won on KC.
I wasn't going to enter. And my friend was over, and she's like, "Why aren't you entering?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." And she's like, "Oh, you should enter." And I'm like, fine." And then I did, and then I won. It was like, well, I guess it was all her luck. What's up, Sterling?
So I got a handful of Bokers. And
did they send them to you, or are you?
They did. I'll send you some info later. But I got to pick a couple out, and I picked out a range buster.
Okay.
Snakewood.
It looks like a sod buster, kind of. A little bit thinner on the handle. It looks like it pinches in more. That looks great.
73-layer Damascus.
Ooh. That's fun. What's the handle?
Snakewood.
I like that color. It looks really rich.
What's
up, Henry?
What?
I said, "What's up, Henry?"
Ah.
Yeah, the wood.
I thought you'd get a kick out of this.
I really like the color of that.
Yeah, they're nice.
So how many did they send you? A bunch?
4.
Wow. Very cool. I look forward to checking out the reviews.
And then they sent me this one. They sent me one that they recommended. And it's this tiny little guy. It is probably the thinnest knife I've ever seen. And I've handled like all the small ones, the thin ones. It's 0.1 inches thick.
0.1.
0.1. But
okay. Wow.
I can fit it inside of another knife.
It's got like kind of penguin vibes almost.
Yeah, it's a sheep's foot. It's got a lock back. There's jimping on the lock back, which I like.
What is all that stuff on the back? That's just the lock back. It just looks fancy on the back. It's just got a lot going on.
Yeah. Huh. D2. They're like $40. They're really nice.
And the blades point like
0.1.
Wow. Very interesting.
I mean, put it this way, bug out.
Right. Much thinner. Yeah, I saw some cool stuff at Boker when I was at the show, but it sucked. They weren't selling anything.
That's so weird.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not putting the company down or anything. They had some cool stuff, but then it was like they had one like lockback that I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I think I'll take it. And he's like, yeah, I can't sell anything. And I'm like, what? Like
That's
they
too bad.
basically had their cabinets full of like all their product, but they weren't selling.
They didn't bring extras.
I don't know why they wouldn't, or like you would think that it's, or maybe they had some and then it all sold out, but he didn't really make it sound that, because that would be something that I would say if I was a salesperson. I'd be like, I would love to sell you stuff, but we couldn't keep it in stock. It's all sold out. All we have left is stuff we can show, or like he could have made it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was the case. I think they did not bring knives to sell, which I'm not really sure why they wouldn't do that.
Could make some serious money.
Right. Because everybody they're there to buy knives. It's like, let's show me what you got. And you got something cool. I have cash in my pocket.
Yeah.
Like that's an ideal place. What's up? Nothing important.
We've all heard of Boker, but I didn't really know much about them other than like the Kalashnikovs and stuff like that. But they're the oldest knife company still in existence. And they are known like worldwide for their slip joints. They have some really cool slip joints. So I'm gonna be checking a bunch of those out because I love those.
Right. And
whether I have to buy them or not.
Zach's gonna be their marketing, or
yeah, he's their head of marketing now.
Okay. Did you
So
watch
I think he's looking to update things.
Sure. I just
get
watched
people
that
seeing
video.
more
Did you
stuff.
watch? He posted that video like yesterday or whatever. It's like 2 hours long, talking with that
I
knife
haven't
making.
watched it yet. I have it bookmarked.
It's good. It was good. I listened to about the second half of it at work today. It was very entertaining.
Good. Yeah, I got to talk to him. He's a nice guy.
For sure.
The other thing I wanted to show you, because I'm still blown away by the price.
Pop it up.
This is aluminum handle. It's a Boker collab with Hogue.
Okay.
Made in the USA. 154 cm.
When?
Auto.
And it's an auto.
How much do you think this is on their website right now?
I don't know.
Normally it's 200. It's on sale for 120.
Looks like
comparing that to Kershaw prices and stuff.
It's for a nice auto like that with 154. I mean,
3-inch, little over 3-inch blade.
It's a cool looking knife too.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge auto. I've got the.
Yeah, I like to have them for fun. I'm not a huge carry it in my pocket and then open it in my pocket. Yeah.
The classic Boker Kalashnikov. That would be the one. It's actually a lefty auto too. Not that makes a difference, but the button's on the lefty side.
That's cool.
I've had this thing.
I was really surprised about. This is nice. All the stuff I got was really nice. So
they had a lot of new stuff at their table. That was really cool. I liked all of it, and it was interesting. I actually was there for like 5 minutes during my live stream. I've been slowly kind of picking my live stream apart, and I'm going to post little 5-minute clips from different booths and stuff that I was at. So you can, like, if you just want to watch that Boker clip, you can find that without having to sit through the whole 3-hour live. Shay said, "Don't ban me, Fook." What'd you do wrong, Shay?
Fook's feisty. But
yeah, Tom, the whole point is see stuff in the works and then buy some of their knives. So why would you
Kevin
not
Smith.
Kevin Smith and knives?
The other day, it popped up the video that we did together, so I watched it when we were at Shields.
Oh yeah, I watched it back.
I wish I would have bought that Chavez.
Oh, it was like what? It was like $260.
But now they're like, to find them, because they don't have new ones available. To find it's like $400 for the
Really?
Oh, which one was it called? It was the one that had the big choil in the front.
Yeah, and then it was like, wasn't it like a chisel grind too?
Yeah,
Or a
it was
lot of
cool.
Chagas are chisel grind, I think maybe. What's up, Earl? Here's a knife for you. Boom. Tell me that's not just pretty.
It's very pretty. I'm
It's
jealous.
pretty ridiculous, is what it is.
I love the finger choil on it.
Yeah, you know, you need to be able to get up in there and just. I love it. I love it. Here's my AD 20.5, soon to be different. So yeah, get the scales. Oh, you got that blade. I wanted to get that blade shape, the shark's foot or whatever, but they didn't have it at the time.
Well, I'll tell you how I got so lucky to be able to afford one. So over the holidays, around Thanksgiving or something, they had a buy one blade, get the other one free. But it's still like $170. So I was like, man, I need to go in with somebody and we'll just each get a knife and get it for like half that.
Right.
So Fook got the one you got and I got this one.
Right.
We got
I
a huge
remember you
good
guys
deal.
talking about that. That's a hell of a deal. I mean, if you're going to spend 150 on it or 160, half price, you pick it up.
Can't
It's a
complain.
nice knife. I just wish it was heavier. I'm not a huge fan of the way the scales feel. Like, of course, I just wanted it to be titanium. So now I'll have the titanium on there, which is pretty cool. Although, of course, I'd love to get the AD20, the bigger one with full titanium with the diamond pattern on it. That's just a beast. That's kind of a
That'll be
grail
a few
for me,
$100.
but $600 probably. Why not? Right? I mean, I've
Go for
never
it.
spent 300 on a knife. I might as well spend 6.
So I don't know if you remember, I was
Definitely.
talking about the CMB Braveman a lot, but it was a premium knife.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Well, I got the new CMB Explorer in. Amazing micarta, and I am not a micarta fan, but I love this.
You're not a micarta fan?
No. I will take G10 any other day of the week. But this one is nice.
Oh, I'm in
But
pain.
full
I'm
size
bleeding.
knife.
Yeah, the micarta looks
Over 3.5 inch
fantastic.
blade, 14C, $59.
$59 is good. Oh, we got
Reversible.
Ken Fixed in the house. What's up,
Hey.
Ken? Fixed. Was watching Crew 9 Safety Return to Earth. That sounds fun. Fukuzo likes G10 over micarta too. Anyone else in the chat? Who's with me in the chat? Come on, micarta
Casey from
people.
Knives Fast. He prefers G10 over micarta.
Oh, get out of here. Micarta.
Come on, Dan. Join the cool guys club.
No. Frag titanium. Just give me frag titanium. Like this right here.
Are you gonna ano the scales then for the?
Probably. Although I don't know what color. I don't know. Some of the colors, the ano colors are like bright, and it's not really my style as much. Like bright purples, bright blues, bright stuff. I like dull. Like I almost want to anodize it like this color. Like just
See, I want to take this like super serious knife and make it as like colorful, gaudy as possible.
Right? I mean, I like some bright, but I mean,
mine is OS 10.
Mine's also OS 10. Or
there
no,
we
wait.
go.
I thought mine was OS 8.
Mine's 10.
Focus. I can't see it.
We're the same.
It does say 10?
Yes, sir.
OS 10A. Taiwan. There you have it. Yeah, I mean, that's colorful, sure. I get it. But I don't know. I try to think about what color I'd want to do it in, and nothing.
Well, you have enough knives that it's not like you're gonna carry it every day. So you might as well have
Right.
like one goofy looking one. Hey, Ron
Yeah, but
Dobbins,
it's
how you
like
doing?
I almost want to just make it the best color that I think it could be.
Like, what are you gonna do with the dam design?
I still don't know. That's right here. I'm gonna do something with this. I'm gonna do something with this. I'm gonna do something with these. I'm not really sure what.
I'm like such a serious named knife. It should be like Blurple or something.
I just want to get a nice clean color. I really like this.
The blade's got a great
The
like,
finish on the blade.
yeah.
Like that. It's just got a really nice stone washed kind of color to it. Everything about it. So I just want to give it a nice color and carry it more because I like this knife. It feels good.
That could do really well with a dark color.
I just don't know. I did decide I'm going to take my Tempest knives, my Ultra Microjet. I am going to sandblast the blade. So I'm going to remove all that black from the blade and try to get a nice finish on it. And so then I'll have a silver blade with the black liners.
Well, you could have totally just bought it then.
Well, but the thing is that they don't have a silver blade with the black liners. And I got this one here with the silver blade, but the thing is the titanium one, Eric S sent me his titanium one with the silver blade, and we were gonna do a swap, and I tried to swap them. And what the case is the liner inside the Ultim is not the same as the liner inside the titanium. So the tolerances were different. So basically the knife wouldn't lock up.
That's a bummer.
It had play and it was not tight because of the space. And so the one of them would barely lock up and the other one had too much wing to it. So I ended up just acid etching his blade, sending it back to him. So he ended up getting a black blade on his. But I want to be able to take that when you put that blade in there, you get that. See that? The contrast.
Yeah.
And
That'd be
so
cool.
I figured I have stonewash or like sandblasting equipment and tumblers and stuff at work. Well, I haven't tried it yet. I'm doing it.
There's some frag for you.
Oh, yeah. That's some good looking frag on there. What is that?
This is the Kubi Silo. Check out the jimping.
Oh, the silo. Ooh. That is fantastic.
Titanium and 14C.
I
For
can
like,
imagine it's probably out of stock because I want it.
I've seen Blade City has it. So if you want me to pick one up for you, they run about 120.
Still trying to figure out how much recovery I need from Texas. I did well
Yeah,
for
I bet.
myself. I didn't spend too much, but I'm actually literally about to buy my new computer.
Nice.
So I'll be able to live stream better without it kind of getting close to overloading. I'm afraid to bring people on in my other lives just because every I open a window and my CPU is like maxed out. And I'd hate to drop frames and just not be able to give the quality. So I've got the new computer coming soon. That costs a little bit of money. I do want to go to Atlanta, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it.
I looked into it. I was thinking about it, but I'm just gonna maybe do West, but probably definitely do Texas next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Texas, I've already got on a lockdown, and I think I can swing that every year. But and then Atlanta would be cool. What's the
It
deal?
would.
The Wisconsin trip in a couple of weeks. Are you still thinking about maybe doing that?
Hoping to.
How far of a drive? Fuchs says he wanted to see my new Bowie. You like that thing?
How
Dan
much was
can't.
that again? $20?
They gave it to me for 20. I mean, I think it retails for 40. But either way,
Shipping alone.
$20. I mean, it was like, okay, I
You
can't,
have to.
I can't not.
Yeah,
So
you
red and
have
black.
to.
I can't. It takes up the whole table. It literally is the whole width of the table. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to do with all those jimps, Ken. I love all those jimps. I think I need to get one of those. I've looked at the silo before.
It's so nice. I just never put it down. Play with it like every day.
Book says he needs to talk to Greg at SMKW about getting one of those Bowies. The more you look at it, the more. Well, who do you think I got it from? You saw. He said that Fook also moderates for him.
Yeah.
Fook's a multi-moderating machine.
Hey, Pete.
What's up, later, Pete? How are you doing today?
So
go.
The new Jack Wolf has been sitting in St. Louis for a week. I'm really hoping it says it's left St. Louis. I'm hoping in the next day or two. Since it already is out.
Yeah, shipping is nervous. I had Mikey Trails' gravity knives, those really nice Riot gravity knives. And then he also loaned me the O knife metal or whatever, that crazy looking knife. And so I just had shipped them back to him recently, and I was looking at shipping and insurance. And like insurance is expensive, but I kind of talked to the guy, and he kind of was like, sometimes, you know, like if you're going to insure one box for $1,000 and ship it, it's going to cost this. But if you insure two separate boxes for $500 each, sometimes that's actually cheaper, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. I split it up. So because like one of it, it's got the Zircotai inlay, it's a $500 knife, you know, and you got a $400 knife, a $300 knife, and a 120 or whatever. It was like, okay, the insurance and everything kind of made me nervous. I made two packages, insured them both, so they're covered.
One of them's bound to get there, right?
Right. Well, I shipped them. They left Minneapolis. They went to St. Paul. They went to Pennsylvania, right? And then from Pennsylvania, one of them went to New York where it's getting delivered. And the other one went back to St. Paul and is right now in Minneapolis. He got one of them yesterday. But the other one is currently in Minneapolis, but it already went all the way to Pennsylvania with the other one and then came all the way back here. And now it's still en route. So shipping, it makes me nervous. I mean, it's insured, but it still makes me nervous.
So I've heard different stories Ken fixed. So like Legion's doing one for charity for the tornado victims, but I think if you have one on your channel, it's considered gambling, and then it crosses multi-states. So there's like a. I've heard channels have gotten sniped for that. So.
But I guess what is it on YouTube or on Facebook? I think I've seen where they do waffles or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like where they're kind of skirting the. I don't really want to do anything that it's risky.
I just don't want to get on Facebook.
But yeah, fund a trip to Atlanta would be an interesting. How could we do that?
Meet and greets with Dan.
I don't know. I know that I love this thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Something's wrong with my elbow. This one's a Boker, right? Yeah, this is the Boker Magnum. Didn't you tell me about this one?
Yeah, that's the one I sent you. I was like, you got to buy this.
This thing is dumb, but why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Ooh, what's that?
That's the Kunwu.
Oh, is that an S towel?
Yes.
Yeah, those are sick.
Remember there was going to be a trade, and I made a trade. And
what'd you trade for it?
A couple fixed blades. A couple nice fixed blades.
Yeah, but that's a sweet knife. Who was it? Who sent
Angelo?
me that to look at? Huh?
Angelo?
I looked at one and it was really nice. Really, really nice. It had the black DLC coating with the cantaloupe texture or whatever on it. You know what I'm talking about?
The orange peel?
No, the cantaloupe one. Where it's literally like, like on a cantaloupe where you've got those big kind of spider webby ripples, but they're almost like fingernail size. Well,
wow.
Like,
that's
you'll have
cool.
to look it up. It's one of the textures they offer. It's super cool. Super cool. What up, Mick? Mick, was Mick the one who told me about the Demco, maybe? He's always got an ear on some cool stuff on sale. I don't think I've ever purchased anything from Knife Center before.
I have. Sometimes they'll do like special editions. Like they did the Vision FG, they did a Penguin, an S35 that was only $65, and
I don't think I've ever purchased anything on there. Honeydew texture. That's what it was called. Cantaloupe, honeydew. It's the same thing, kinda. Orange and green.
giving you this.
But yeah, it is called a honeydew.
Guys.
It is a honeydew texture.
This is Van X. I love Van X. It's my only Van X. I will trade this for a Leviathan.
You could have got the Leviathan at Blade Show for $140.
Well, you get a deal with Concept, right?
Huh?
You got a deal with Concept, right? Discount deal?
I don't know. I'd have to ask. They've done it. I'm sure they recognize me at the show, so I don't know. They gave me a good sale.
How do you think I got this? How do you think I got that?
You just message like, "Hey, Concept, what's up? Hook it up, yo."
I didn't get it for free, but
but they give you the
I didn't have to pay list.
Yeah, they gave me a discount because I wanted a lefty knife last year at the show, and I wanted this lefty Fenrir, and they didn't have it in stock. And they said, they got my email, and then basically emailed me a discount code. So I got it for like $120, which is $42. Yeah, but this is shredded carbon fiber and titanium, 20 CPM, 20 CV, lefty.
Well, this is 14C in Krispy Kreme or Crispy Donut community scales.
I wanted to get one, but they didn't have any more. They only had like one at the show left because they had all the tenable knives were like $40.
Yeah, they got flashlights too that are a good price.
I ended up getting the tenable what's that one called? I don't even know where it is right now.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Concept EDC?
What about Concept?
They have a new page, like it's Concept EDC or something, and they're selling spikes and all sorts of survival type spiky things. They got like a separate.
So it's not part of it's not Concept's page. It's Concept EDC.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, and that's right, Mick. Everything on Crispy Donut Community's website's 35% off right now, and I got a flashlight from them that is amazing.
Wow! So if anybody's interested in any crispy stuff, 35% off.
Everything, knives, anything.
That's a great deal. Yeah, this was the only one that I grabbed at the show. What's this called? The Nest Street.
That's a good one.
$40 for a Nest Street. This button is crazy. Look at that. You touch it and let go, and you don't even have to hold that button. You just barely press it, and it's like, let's get it. Pretty fun. I might use it for a giveaway. I don't know. I might try to customize it a little bit, but I wanted to get a couple of their $40 ones, but they must have had a bunch and a couple hours into the show, they were almost all gone. And they had like one Fenrir, but I wanted to get the one that had the frag texture on like the ultra section. But they really had like one of them, and someone else was kind of looking at it, and I was like, go ahead, buy it. I won't. I wanted to. You get good.
I just got a message. I have to call somebody. I don't know, but I gotta pop off.
All right.
If it very quick, I'll just jump back in
for a while, and if you get done, try popping back in and see if it'll let you.
Cool. Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Thanks, man.
And then it was me. So am I going to stay small? Or did it get larger? Or is it skinny me? Skinny mini me? Ooh. Sorry, I apologize in advance. What's up, Blind Woo? Simone? Ken just bought the EDC Stiletto Spike. That's a concept. I saw one of those at the show. Want to get the Tenable Bombers? Yeah, that is like the Midgard's bomber. Very cool. Huge knife. I got to check out Mr. Eddie's for a couple of weeks. It was it felt really good in the hand. I didn't like the look. Something about the look of it, the design just seems kind of didn't strike me huge. But when you shut your eyes and you just hold the bomber, you open it and you feel it. It feels awesome. Feels really good. It's like one of those ones I always say every once in a while you get a knife, you pick it up, you grab it, and it feels like it's like, okay, I'm ready to do some work with that. Did they have some bombers at the table? I don't remember. I know that they had a lot. Concepts table was wrecked. It was full. The top of the table was full. The cabinets underneath were full. They had it going, and like they were always busy too. They always had people there. People were always kind of buying stuff. Concept was really, really crushing it this year. Mick needs to start painting again. The Nestri is awesome. It's actually a really nice knife. Where did I set it? It's big. It feels good in the hand. This button drops really nice. Good action on it. Huge blade. Getting in there and doing some work. I like it. It kind of makes me want to get. I know Concept has a Nestri that's you can get copper scales. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Russell's got the liner lock Nestri from Concept. I would totally take a liner lock. Will Concept be at the Wisconsin show? Ken, I don't even know the list of makers that is going to be at that show. I should look that up. I don't know. I'm wondering how many, like, I'm not really sure what kind of show it is. Is it going to be, are there going to be companies that are like that? Or I'm wondering if it's going to be more individual makers and then maybe some companies that actually sell multiple, like American Edge or whatever out of St. Cloud. They are, it's like Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They have a lot of brands, but I don't really know for sure. Anybody know? It's like the Badger Beaver Wisconsin show. It's in a couple of weeks. And Ken, I looked it up. I had to look at the wrong address. That was like their mailing address or whatever. The actual show is only 4 hours away. It's still 4 hours away, but I might try to get to it. Nick does have the Nestri with the copper. Banger. What's up, Renee? Renee Ramon. Did you get any good pictures? Send them to me if you did. I got very few pictures from the trip. I got some video. Janesville, somewhere around there. Or I feel like it said there was an address where it was like the mailing address is Janesville and the actual address was at some Holiday Inn Convention Center or something like that. It's like an hour west of Chicago, or I don't remember exactly. It's like 4 hours from Minneapolis. I would like to go. I believe it's the weekend, the last weekend of the month, like the 28th, 29th, 30th, or something like that. Give me a second. I've got it on my computer over here. The 2025 Badger Knife Club Show, Holiday Inn Express, Janesville Conference Center, March 28th to the 30th. One of the finest regional shows in the U.S. 175 tables featuring custom knives, factory knives, antique knives, dealers, suppliers, and displays. There's some displays. There's a silent auction. $5 at the door, $8 for a 3-day pass. $20 early bird pass. Half hour south of Madison. Free parking. There you go. Thank you for subscribing. Luciano, check out a big knife. Wow. I love this knife. Guaranteed for life. We're going to beat it up. What should we do? What should we hack and slash? What should we chop with? I know I need to use the finger oil. Get in there with that finger oil. Get that delicate work going. Kevin Smith doesn't get back to shore, so the 30th won't be able to make it. Only 35 minutes. You're getting back on the 30th? What is that, Sunday then? I would say if I'm going to go, it's probably Saturday. Which one's shaking? That one. You get the one that rattles on the table, right? No bull reviews. I like it. No bull here. Tell you what. What? Still trying to make some decisions on my Yuki. This is my Latama Victorium. I got the replacement at the show. Got to run for dinner. If you're on, I'll be back right on. Fook, what are you having for dinner? Probably late Sunday, leaving Saturday. Yeah, Kevin, that's too bad. But life, trying to get to things. It's real. What color should I anodize this? Should I two-tone it? We could go all one color. I could do the backspacer and the clip in a different color, or just one color. Haven't been able to figure out what it is I want to do with it. Really happy that they swapped this out though. This one too, I can flick it too. Boom, flick out. Ooh-wee. Happy days with my Yuki. I'm gonna do a scale anno on that. I did order just recently some titanium scales for my Demco, which is awesome. They're smooth scales. They didn't have any with texture on them, but they were $50. You can't go wrong. I literally got super excited about it when they told me, and then I ended my stream. I went and I ordered them like right away. So this Demco right here is going to be getting some titanium scales pretty soon. They're smooth scales. I ended up getting the stone washed ones because why not? And even if I do anodize it, that stone wash will then show through because it's there. What's up, Jay Crispy? How are you today? Just talking about some of the stuff I've got going. So I'm getting new scales for this. We're going to do the scales. It does have the holes like that because those for this one here, you can get a lefty clip or righty clip that goes in those two holes, or a lefty clip that goes in those two holes. And the replacement scales have the exact same holes and features as these right here, except for they're smooth. They had bead blasted and then like acid or stone washed. And I ended up getting the stone wash just because I thought it would be just a little more texture. It would be fun. I don't know. I have media machines and blasters and tumblers at work. So I can go in there and blast it and make a smooth finish or buff it or whatever if I wanted to. But I was thinking if I anodize it, it'd be kind of fun just to get the stone washed ones or whatever, allow those wrinkles and sprinkles all over it, and then just anodize that. And then it'll kind of have a, weathered anode. TI scales, backspacer, knife center, $49. It's literally a steal. They're $150 for the backspacer and the scales, so you're getting a third of the price you're getting them for a third of the price. I kind of wanted to maybe Dremel and relief sculpt into them. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I should probably do that on something aluminum first. I don't know what kind of tools I would need to get for my Dremel that would work good on titanium. Would be interesting though. Would be interesting. I'm also in the process of building a new shelf. I mean, I actually haven't started building it yet, but I'm kind of designing it. What I'm looking at. Buy another set just to have. Mick, if they're still available the next day or two and I see them, I probably will. I could get a set and then customize them and then sell the customized set to somebody who wants a set. Right? Been with you since the poop knife. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. Way back the poop knife. Dishwasher safe. I don't think you will ever find a deal like that again. Titanium scales and backspacer for $50 is solid. They're smooth. I unfortunately never needed. Unfortunately, you like trying to muster up a reason to need a poop knife. Shay's 7-year-old daughter needed a poop knife. I mean, I had a cat a while back. I had a couple cats actually, really cool. But one of them, she weighed 9 pounds, and then her brother weighed 14. He was huge. But the little 9-pound cat, I'm not eating hard enough. Got to eat a lot more. Yeah. She was just this little 9-pounder, small little cat, but she would make human-sized turds in the litter box. And so the litter box was in the bathroom at the time. And so I had friends over, and one of them went in the bathroom, and they were like, "Who's punking me right now?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Somebody's playing a joke on me." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Well, someone put a human turd in the litter box for the cats, And I'm like, "What?" And it's like, "No, this little 9-pound cat would make these turds that were like, just like, I don't understand. I don't understand." But it was legit. Like, you're like, "Okay, who shit in the cat box?" Like, not me. I mean, it's funny, but I mean, you went 17 days without. That seems horrible. 17 days doesn't even think. I mean, did you like you just carry and did you give birth then after that, Mick? Did you have to? I mean, how did we get here? Oh, because I have a poop knife on the table. That's right. I forgot. I have a poop knife on the table. We should expect to have to talk about some things that you would do with said knife. I did get a tack knives at the show. I'm not usually into autos as much, but this one is pretty fun. It was bad. You should have seen what came out of my body. The action on this Tack Knives is awesome. This is the Tack Knives Benji. It's a $50 sale show price in Texas. Got that cool Warncliffe blade. Boom. That action is quick. A couple people said they got theirs and it wasn't very sharp. Mine actually has a decent edge on it. Sometimes in manufacturing, whatever, they're spending more time on that and maybe didn't notice that the edge needed to get rid of a little bit of a burr or something. Long term, who knows? Will it hold an edge? I can tell you though, I'm not huge. I don't have a ton of autos, OTFs or whatever, but I know that this one is actually pretty solid. It doesn't really have much play. For a little $50 one, you would think it would have a little bit more movement and give on there, but boom. That is fun all day long. Without a doubt. It was after recovering from being on life support. Your body was trying to get back. Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Now it's like if you were on a camping trip or something and all of a sudden you just got blocked up, like that'd be a little bit more on the scary. Obed Creek bow trapper from Rosecraft. Rosecraft is doing some really good stuff. I am on a pass around with Rosecraft right now, so I will be getting some more. I just did one, the Mosquito Lake Moose double bladed knife, very cool. This one is actually on the pass around list, so I don't know if I'm getting it next or it's in the next couple that I'm going to be getting. So basically, I got one of these in Texas because it just fit the bill for everything I was looking for in a slip joint. Just a really nice half stop, fun little snappy opening, a huge handle. None of the case knives had big enough handle that I felt comfortable about, and this thing is just sweet. So I picked one up. I will be getting one for that pass around. So I'm only going to do one video, so I probably won't. I have a lot of knives from the show that I haven't done reviews of yet, and so as I'm going through those, I'll just kind of hold off on this one and then probably just review it when I get the pass around one. But I love it. It's super cool. Andy, the owner, the guy who runs the place over there, that is his maker's mark, that skull, shield, micarta, B2 for a slip joint. Oh, super cool. Shay has a Frankenstein Ultra Tech need to clean out. Sith Lord Ultra Tech body, all black Tonto blades. Someone blade swapped it. Just needs a good clean. Take the thing apart, wipe her down, buff it up. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no. Aaron just got the carbon buckhorn. Excellent. Excellent. I am interested in new stuff all the time. I always like recommendations, cool stuff that people find, stuff I haven't had a chance to check out yet. I love the knife community. I love knives. I love everything that has to do with them. Even these combs. I got this one on the trip. Give it the old lube job. Tell me that's not fun. Young me, I might have at one time had one with a plastic comb on it, but not a 440 stainless, usable. I mean, this thing, it does work. It actually super fun. You ever been to Dream Tech? No? Screenshot that right now. Dream Tech. What are you trying to send me to here? Is this a knife? They sell knives, right? They have some cool stuff. I'll go. I appreciate that very much. I'm always interested in checking out some new places or some new things that are out there in the knife world. I like a lot of weird stuff. I like a lot of normal stuff. And as you've seen, if you've been on the channel, I'm everywhere in between, you know, all the way down to the Rybika from Czech Republic, a little fish knife. I don't know why I think this thing is cool, but I just do. I remember I had that comb back in the day. They took it away at school, right? If you could still have it. They have different knives that I think I would enjoy. I'll check them out for sure, Mick. I appreciate that. I don't have anything ordered right now other than the new scales for my Demco. I'm on that Rosecraft pass around, so I've got those coming. And I do have that. I have a Jack Wolf pass around that is actually either in my mailbox right now or will be there fairly soon. So you can look forward to my first Jack Wolf knives review in the next couple days. Ooh, Justin's back. It works. Let's see.
Hey, Dan.
Totally works.
What?
I wonder how wide, like how many can you, I wonder if we could, like, is it even possible for a third person to join? Not that I've got anyone to join, but like, I wonder how far you can push this.
I bet you could do three or four.
Because it just gives you a link. It's like, oh, well, here's the link. I could send the link out to everybody. But then how small would it end up making our screens?
Yeah, it's hard enough to.
Because once you get a third screen, how's it going to do that?
That's true. I know when you do it through your like big one where you're set up on StreamYard or whatever it is you use, you can get like a dozen people on that.
Well, right, but then when because I've had some of those setting up, I've been setting it up on my OBS studio, and you can kind of say, okay, well, this is going to be one window, here's going to be one. You can kind of pick and place, but this, it's just like, here we are, and they're vertical. So it's like, what would happen if there was a third one? Where would that?
I don't know. That's right, Shay. I'm back. Hello, Roscoe.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. What's going on? Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot done after you left. I don't even know what I talked about.
Well, I'm probably gonna have to figure out how to use StreamYard at some point. I'm trying to get my watch hours, and I've got about 1,000 to go still. And I'm one away from 1,700. So
nice.
Help me out, people.
Someone can go. Well, I bet you everybody here already has. We'll get someone fresh in. Go subscribe to Titanium Justin.
If you like sprinkles.
I hate sprinkles. I can't stand them. I mean, throwing them around is cool, but like I don't like the donuts with the sprinkles. I don't like that sugar, whatever the sprinkle sugar is. He's like, no. Says the guy who likes G10 over micarta. Are you kidding me?
Hey Mick. Yes, I did paint that big guy behind me.
Yeah, good stuff. It is nice. How big is that one? It's tough to tell.
That is 4 foot by 5 foot.
Ooh, big Is it on canvas or wood?
Yes, that one's on canvas. Lately, I've been doing stuff on wood because when I'm finished with the painting, I take my Dremel and I just kind of tear it up a bit. Like here's today's example. So like I round off the edges, like give it some beat up spots.
Oh yeah, sure. I love that. Aged, weathered, beat up. I like.
That's awesome. Always paint. People always ask me, how do you get good? I don't know. I never thought I was really good. I either sketch or paint every day. Even if it's not something I'm going to sell, I've got a notebook full of garbage sketches that I just daily.
Right. You just got to do it. That's kind of part of it. Just get in there and do it. I actually used to teach a painting class. Like those, it was, what was it called? It's like a paint and sip place, where people get a party together and then they book it, and then like they get to drink, have some appetizers, and then I would teach them how to do a painting. I actually here's one of them. They were usually simple, something like this, where it doesn't take it's a 2-hour class. And so a painting like this, someone could be like, oh, wow, that looks really, really cool. But the reality is the skills and stuff required to do something like this. It's really step by step. I'd be like, okay, everyone, now we're going to get out. We're going to start off. We're going to do this color. And then I would always tell them, like, if you want your painting to be this way, you can start this way. And if you want this blue to be purple instead of blue, do it however you want. And it was super fun because I would have to copy and kind of do like, this is the painting we're doing. So we'd have a finished one, and then I would
paint. You'd work on one. Yeah.
Right. And then they would kind of follow along, and then I'd walk around and kind of help them out and stuff. It was probably one of my most satisfying jobs.
I did a couple of those, and it was fun. Sometimes I'd be like, holy crap, that person is really good.
Naturally good. Right. And you just get to see people experiment when they've never, I'm like, I've never painted before. And then at the end of the class, they have something. Right.
But we do homeschool, and so I teach once a week. I teach art to homeschool kids.
Okay.
That's fun.
That is a fun class. I would like to get into it some more, but yeah. It doesn't pay the bills, and that place I only really got to teach like 2 classes a week, and they're like 4-hour classes or 2, like
if you were able to do it every single day,
right,
and like maybe
two classes a day, 5 times a week. Yeah, you could actually make a job out of that.
Who's gonna show up at 8 a.m. unless you're serving coffee instead of wine?
Right. And the serving part of it, I mean, call it whatever you will, but that kind of made part of it, because you get lots of groups like ladies who would come in and they're all kind of nervous. They have a couple of drinks, and then all of a sudden they're throwing paint around and like having fun, rather than being like nervous and not really enjoying it or whatever. And it was cool to see people get excited about art when they'd never really, like half the people would say that like, oh, I didn't really want to come do this, but they said, let's go. And here we are. And then at the end, they're like, dude, I'm going to go buy some paintings.
We'll serve donuts and sprinkles.
Right.
Next time I send you something, there's going to be a pack of sprinkle.
I'll eat them. I'm not afraid. I don't like them though. What's up, Valley?
I don't like them, but I'll eat them.
I'll eat them. I'll put them on toast or something. I don't know. I don't like
beer, but I'll drink it.
I'll drink it. I don't know. Something about sprinkles. It's not my, like if there's a bunch of donuts, I'm not going to get the ones with sprinkles on them.
I like the soft crunch. I don't need the sugar. I just like the
texture.
Yes.
It's just all about the texture. Kevin Smith and knives can draw flies.
I don't think he's meaning with a pencil.
Yeah, well, we do what we can. What's everyone got going on for the evening? It's a lovely, what is it, Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
Who's on Tuesdays?
Who is on tonight?
Really should pay more attention to Knife Tube.
Tri-State's on at 7. He usually does his Tuesday nights. I usually go live when I'm at my putting league, but that's done. There's no more putting league. Spring will be here soon. So my league will start up in a couple of weeks. What's up, Mallory?
Hey, Mallory, how's it going?
Dylan Mallory, knife designer. He's got a couple new things in the pipe right now. They're looking really cool.
You have any, Dan? I don't have any.
I feel bad. I have nothing from Dylan. It's not good. If Russell would have let me take that one from the CJRB Artisan Cutlery over the last weekend, I would, because he made one that they had a prototype for that was super cool. He's got a couple protos right now that are going to be out really soon. Edgards.
So let me ask you a question, Dan.
Go.
If you had the money, out of all of the knife tubers that have made knives, but you can only get one.
Aries.
We all are going to end up with Aries, right? Let's say from Neves, Tri-State, MC.
I don't know. Aries.
Aries. Are you sucking up to Aries?
I
Aries
would
is
love to
awesome.
have MC's knife. I would love to have Jared's knives. I got to check out all of them because I met Neves over at Texas, and I got to handle everything he had. They were cool. I would love, MC made a lefty version of his.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what that one was. What are they, $300-400? But a lefty Excalibur would probably be really cool.
I don't know, man. That for me, I think that Tri-State. But there's something about me and a good like Warncliffe sheep's foot.
Yeah.
Something about that, and that it's got a button / frame lock, so you can use either. I don't know. I just really want to check it out.
I do want to get one of those, and he's going to be doing the budget versions pretty soon. He's got one that's going to be in Ultim, the Pistache.
Got to get that one for him, right?
I got to get that one, so I'm already planning on getting that one. Kevin Smith has all of them except for the Excalibur.
Oh, nice. Which one's Kevin's favorite? If I put him on the spot,
which
you don't
one's
have
your
to
favorite
answer.
out of all of those?
Hey, Snail.
Snail Trail Dale.
So, Dan, I've hinted around, but I don't know if I told you. I'm shopping around a pry bar.
You're shopping around a pry bar? You're just looking for a pry bar to buy?
No, I designed one. I'm shopping around to cost to get it made.
Oh, interesting. You have designed a pry bar. That's so funny because I was literally mock doing that in my head without an intention to actually design it, but I was. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I mean, it's not easy. It's like I had to redraw it and get the numbers right a million times, but
it's like I wanted a smaller one than this one, and I wanted a bigger one than that one, and I wanted one that had something more like this. Interesting. So are you shopping around for someone that's going to make a prototype for you then, or?
Yeah.
I wonder how much that'll cost. Any idea? I know like prototypes for knives is definitely expensive. But
I'm hoping a little less. I have it out. I'm just gonna take it slow. I tossed it out to one American guy right now, which I would love to work with, but so I told him what I'm looking to sell it for, and he's gonna see what he can come back with. I'm looking, maybe I'll just produce 100, keep it a low number. I don't want to lose everything. if it's, you never know.
What price point are you trying to get it for?
I'd like to be able to have it 100 or less.
And you trying to go like titanium then, or?
It'll be titanium. Just one. I'm not gonna offer a bunch of different like washes or anything, because if somebody wants to anno it, you can do whatever you want to it.
Right. Is it gonna have a clip on it or no clip?
It's very clean. It will have no bottle opener, nothing extra. It will be a pry bar with a nail nick, and it will be. Put it this way: I wanted to go a way that I haven't seen something before. So it's going to be clean looking, not even a place to put a lanyard.
Right.
No, it's not going to have a pocket clip. It's going to have a traditional look. Think Coffin Barlow.
Yep. Cool. I'm interested, and I'll probably try to buy one if you get them going. I haven't carried this one in a while because I screwed up the alt pry.
That's a nice looking one too. I like that one.
It's really nice. I like the dip. That scoop in there just feels good in the hand. But what happened is the clip got pulled away.
But you see, I don't see it as practical because the clip, if you needed to tap it, you're going to hit the clip. Okay, so thanks, N Valley. I'll check that out. Thank you. I've thought about tritium, but that ups the cost. But the person I'm talking to can do that. The mist I stash a bent pocket.
Bookdoozle's back. Yeah, we kind of froze up for a second here.
Yeah, the chat didn't move forever, and then all of a sudden it kind of went.
Right. My screen froze up just a sec. I'm gonna just give me 1 sec. Let's try this.
Sure.
Boom.
You're still there?
Yep. Just seems to give us a little problem once in a while. Yeah, I really like this pry bar, but what happened was it pulled away from my pocket like that, and now the clip isn't tight, so I put it in my pocket and it just wants to fall out. So it's like the clip might as well not be there. And so it's kind of frustrating because I liked it, but I got to find a way to bend the clip back without messing it up. And
a little bit.
The problem is if you go to squeeze, it instantly is touching right here. And so if it's touching there and you squeeze here, it's going to end up,
you're going to give it a, yeah.
I got to figure out a way to almost have to bend it back and bend it back around, but I don't want to, I don't know.
Well, so, I usually have leather slips like everybody for my traditionals, but I was like, what if it gets like, I wanted something I could wash. So the art company, I got one of their small pouches, but you can have them do custom stuff, and they put a microfiber cloth in the lining.
Oh, that's cool.
So then, like, you could put a pry, or I can drop my slip joint in it and put it in my pocket. But say I go out and do something stupid and end up in the mud, which, wouldn't be the first time.
Right.
I can at least just toss this in the wash.
Oh, I can just wash it up and then it's good to go again.
Yeah.
That's not a bad way to do it. I was trying to find that other pry bar I have that I'm liking right now. And of course, my stuff is everywhere. I need to organize. I need to get my new shelf built because then I can get in there and move everything. I'm going to do a review of all of it. I don't know. I just got knives over here, over here, over here, over there. They're everywhere. Unorganized.
I understand that.
But where did I put
got
that?
The Rosecraft Mosquito coming later this week from the pass around.
Oh, the Mosquito Lake Moose.
Yes.
I just had that one. I like that one.
Nice. See, the problem is I'm going to review them and then I'm going to end up buying them all.
Yeah. That's
certainly
possible. Yeah, you just got the Okoes, the 2 Okoes.
I just sent those to the next person.
Yeah, I just saw your video on Instagram or whatever.
And I love those. Nice. I have the original one that was just all red.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that burl wood and
the burl's nice. Those are really cool. Yeah, Eagle Scout bought one in Texas. He was like, "Yeah, I just saw your video yesterday for it." And I went over to Rosecraft and bought one. And was like, "Yeah, it's a nice one. It's just got a good feel to it."
I've been getting asked a lot lately about Rosecraft, and I'm like, "Look, I like Case a lot, but one thing that I can guarantee the difference, this straight out the package will cut anything. Their stuff is crazy sharp.
I like it, and they got some. I think they do a good job with their D2.
Oh yeah,
it seems like it holds a nice edge. I haven't messed around with them too much, but I'm loving them. I just
that mirror polish too.
But yeah, this one is definitely one of my new favorites. The OLED
cool.
That skull. The micarta. It's micarta, bud.
I know.
Very nice. I love them though. They're great. Andy's a cool guy. That's why I was trying to find that nail nick because the pry bar nail nick that I've got because it was a Rough Rider and turns out Andy actually designed that one. It's got a little bone handle. And I don't remember where the hell I put it.
Had this guy out a lot lately, the Bevy.
Oh, want to see what's in my pocket right now?
What's in your pocket right now?
Oh, wait. Well, that's the case. Ha! Right in the pocket.
Oh, that's funny.
This is called the wedge.
We are like-minded right now.
Basically,
same
the
blade
wedge,
shape.
Yeah, it's the same, except for this has got the lock on it. So I've got the lock back.
And what is the steel?
154.
So this is S35.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, these are cool. It's a really cool knife. I saw it on there. I didn't know that they had the slip joint version, but when I saw that the lock back, I was like, I just picked it up like right away, and it's my secondary right today. I've got.
Well, hey, I was talking about this yesterday on my live. It's on sale right now for 35% off. It's like $80 for S35 and Jungle Carbon.
35% off is $80 still?
It was like 120 or something, I guess.
For the S35?
I won mine in a contest.
Okay, because I swear mine's 154, but I swear it was no more than like $50.
This one's a bit more.
Little bit. S35 is nice stuff though.
Hey Aries, how's it going?
Aries in the house. This is a motley crew, if I've ever seen one. And now Aries is here. Hey Aries, you should go back and it's some legit stuff there. I had a question asked to me of all the knife makers, if I had just a pile of money that I could just buy one.
But just one.
Who would it be? I'm not going to tell you what my answer was, but it started with an A and an R. And I'm not trying
and it
to
was
bust
nobody
up.
I'd ever heard of. And he was,
here.
I was like, haven't you considered Aries, man? And Dan was like, no.
That was my first. I didn't even think twice. I didn't even think, because I could have just unlimited and just gone with the most expensive one or MC's knife or whatever. But no, I'm thinking a fixed blade from Aries would look really nice in my collection. Echo, where is that slip joint available, Echo? Concept.
This one? Concept. Tell you what, Kubi, I'm very excited for what they're going to be doing this year, but I'm also extremely excited about what Concept's doing. I feel like they're having some really fun, cool knives, and then they're also doing some like really good, serious knives.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Leviathan. It's expensive, but it's fun. You know? And then they've got this high-end stuff coming out. And then they have Tenable, which is, I mean, compare that to Kaiser prices, and you're like, holy crap.
Right.
And I'm not trying to knock Kaiser in that part. I'm just saying, compared to anybody in that price point, they're like, we're coming in at 50 on everything. And I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Right. What's up, Kathleen? The lovely Kathleen.
No problem, Echo.
Good to see you, Kathleen. Did you get out on the water today? I've heard it's nice. It was nice where Justin was today. Like 40 degrees in Minnesota, which isn't bad, but.
Hey, Kathleen. Did you get your Rosecraft yet?
Can you say chat? Chat. Very chatty. What's up, mechanic? I did.
We need to do these like once every couple weeks or something. This is so much fun.
Yeah, real. Anytime. It's chaos. We could almost, I wanted to try to think of like something like a theme, or like, sometimes it could be a topic, or like, next week we're going to talk about slip joints.
Or fixed blade.
And then kind of like do like or maybe even like start setting up like a round table, multiple people or something. And what is this?
This is a Boker 5-inch blade, hollow hollow grind in 440. They call it the Persian. The handle's Persian, but the blade is
Blade is
definitely
not.
not.
But the
It's got a
handle
little,
does have that,
little
that
knocker
hook.
there.
Right.
Yeah, it's the G10 handle. It's got this nice little thumb spot. I haven't done any testing with it yet, but I think it'll be fun.
It looks nice. It looks beefy.
It is. It's hefty, full tang, of course, with a little thing at the bottom.
It's cool. Blade Walker says he was working on a pry bar as well, trying to finish it up.
Cool.
Good luck on that, Blade Walker. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it in action. Come up with something and then get it going. That would be really cool.
I'm just taking it slow, like I don't have to do it, but it'd be cool to have a little something for the community, to put it out in the community,
Right. I've got some designs I've drawn up for a while. I want to get to it. I want to design some knives. I think it would be fun, but I'm patient. I'm not rushed.
You can always submit them to companies.
Maybe I don't want to send it out because I don't want somebody to say no.
I'm an artist. I am so used to people saying no to me.
Believe it. Dude, we used to do critiques. It's like every 2 weeks, because I did a degree in ceramics and painting, master's in painting. What do you do with it? I'm not an artist. I'm an artist, but I'm not professionally an artist. But every 2 weeks, that was it. We're always getting critiques. It's like, all right, today I worked on this. This was my thought, my inspiration, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone in the class goes ahead and either rips it apart or praises it.
If you think people complain about the price of knives, you should see them complain about the price of art.
Yeah. They don't understand.
That's okay. I don't. It doesn't even bother me anymore.
Stuff out of wood, and it's like, oh, I've got these frisbees I made. It's like, and I'm selling them for $40, right? Oh, this is for $40. They're like, oh, it's cool. Would you do 25 or would you do 30? And I'm like, how about
one
this?
At Target just like it. It costs half the price.
Right, but this one's made out of wood, handmade on a lathe. And then so I tell them, how about this? Would you pay me minimum wage to make it? And they say, yeah. And I go, okay, so
that'll be $1,000.
I'm like, so how much is minimum wage? And they're like, would you say minimum wage would be $10 an hour or 15? Let's just make it 10. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, all right. Well, it took me 4 hours to make it. So
my response is usually, it took me a lifetime to figure out how to do this.
Right. So now we got minimum wage, $10 an hour, 4 hours is $40 plus the cost of materials.
Thank you, Blade Walker.
And I'm only charging you 40 and you want to get it from me for 25. Like, I'm already not making any money on it.
It's not mass produced. It's a one of a kind. Just like Aries is saying, like he's going to make you something, but it is its own thing. It's a one of one.
If you put 6 hours into it, you got to make those 6 hours, like it's the respect of that, the thought of it. Like,
and then I'm in a gallery, they take 40 to 50%. So,
right. Is that
and then I got my materials.
That is crazy.
But they deal with shipping, they deal with everything, so I don't have to. They do take a headache away from me.
Right. They do a lot of the, it's like designing a knife and having a company then do it. Like you had to pay to get the protos or whatever, but then they're OEMs, they're the ones, you really just kind of had to come up with a design. So I'm sure they're making a large.
I'm the OEM of art, and I'm the guy who is marketing your knives.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm honest.
Exactly. It's like, that's the thing. It's like I do the customs on the channel here and don't give it away, but I basically do it for really, really cheap to next to nothing. But I love doing the stuff. And sometimes it's like if someone sends me a knife that I wouldn't have normally been able to do something to, now they're just kind of giving me materials that I get to mess around with and then get it back to them. So to me, it's like some of the projects I've been doing, it's more about the ability to do it, the fun of doing it, hooking somebody up on the channel.
And
If
you
it was
get
my main
content out
job,
of
it
it.
would cost more. If it was my main gig, I would be like, all right, well, it did take me several hours to design a couple of things, and I didn't really charge the person much of anything for
Right.
those
But
hours.
if you were to, then you would have deadlines, you'd have expectations.
Right,
If something went wrong with it, it would definitely be all in your hands.
right, right.
There's a whole thing to that.
Exactly. And that's kind of why it's like, oh, this is fun. Let's have some fun. Plus,
But you get
if it's like,
content out of it, they get their cool artwork out of it,
right. And if it's something that I'm not familiar with, then it makes you a little more nervous. You might screw it up. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to, like, if I'm charging someone for a professional job, it's because I've done it 30, 40, 50 times. And
you're going to do good.
Right. Although the thing is like sometimes certain things like anodizing or whatever, sometimes you just get, there's
You
just
just
a
hit
little
that.
flaw. You anodize it and it still is kind of discolored in one spot, like it's like beyond your control
But,
sometimes.
just like with paintings, the spots that I think I don't like, that's the stuff that people instantly like are drawn to.
Right? It's tell me how that works.
The stuff I'm
Some
so
people
proud
like
of is the
certain
stuff that
things.
nobody looks at. And then the stuff I'm like, God, should I share this? And then they're like, I'll buy it. I'm like,
It makes no sense. I have shorts on the channel that are like that, where it's like, oh, I think this short's gonna do really well, and it doesn't. And then one that's just absolute garbage that I could care less about, and I post it, and it just blows up.
hey, Waylon.
Doesn't make sense. What's up, Waylon? My blade's getting super loose on this one, but it's also a gas station knife. Is that a T6? It is. Dude, what was it that I just got? Oh, these Cabela's knives,
Oh, yeah.
right? Little $10 Cabela's knives. The pivot is the T9.
T9. I mean, that's better than.
I mean, a bigger pivot, sure, that's great, but it's like I only have one T9 like bit, and the
I
problem
finally
is,
upgraded
is
my. I finally upgraded my bits. I went with what
oh,
MC recommends finally, because I would buying so many stuff and I'd have a bit break on the very first time I used it. So I was like, you know what, I'm buying this, and it's already paid off. Got my Benchmates all back in line.
then what else you do is after the fact. So you got that, and then what you do is you buy these.
Oh,
So
nice.
10 pack of T8s, 10 pack of T6s.
You're prepared.
So then it's like,
When Casey got the Leviathan, the first thing I said to him, for a knife that big, that better be T10s. And so he checked and he's like, yep, T10s.
it is T10s.
At least the pivot, I think it is most of the way around, at least T8 all the way around and then a T10 pivot collar.
That's pretty cool. Problem with these though, they're T9s, but it's not a captive pivot. It's not a captive pivot. So like I literally need two
You need
in
two.
order to loosen it up. And so it's like this one, I could barely get it. It's they're actually loosening up. I tried to get them loose. I put some oil in them. Actually, it's crazy how much they've loosened up
35,
since.
35 people holding up their green Weehaws right now.
That's hilarious. Well, I mean, they're good bits. I
They
actually
are.
have this. I got one of these too,
Yeah.
but to be
What I have.
honest, I use this one more.
Okay.
I something about maybe it's my hand and this, it's small. I kind of prefer a little bit more length. And then I've got like 3 or 4 of
Your
them.
hand's
This
much
one,
larger than mine, though, so
right. I
I
love
don't know.
this one. This one's enormous, and I got a little T6 on there. But I've got like 3 or 4 always ready to go.
Well, see you, Shay. Have a good one.
Later, Shay. What's up, Fred? Fred the Lug in the house. Fred, I finished up the concept tipper video. I have it all packed up. I'm sending it to TKE. I'll probably get it shipped tomorrow. I'll send Fred the tracking. Very cool knife. I can't show it because it's already packed up.
See, someday you're going to find a knife girl, Dan, and you're going to go to her house. She's got to have all these nice knives. And you're going to be like, yeah, but what's your Torx look like?
Yeah, let me see them Torx bits. What's up? You know, I'm interested. I'm curious. That's good stuff. That is
yeah,
good
you'll
stuff.
go out on like first date. What do you got? Oh, I got my Pyrite Light. You're like, yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta go. You know,
Pyrite Light.
you gotta love the Pyrite Light.
Get out of here with your Pyrite Light, Dark Water.
I'm just gonna buy a dozen of them, and anytime you enter a giveaway of mine, if you win, that's what you're.
Sever 7. I need custom Hanks, a customer metal plate with my socials on it, and stickers.
Mad Yako for Hanks.
Yep. Stickers, I'd say Sticker Mule is actually not bad.
And, I just tried a different one, but it's being very, very.
Sticker Mule is fast. They give you a preview of your artwork for approval within a couple of hours. And then if you make one order, like every 2 weeks, they have a new special. So it's like, oh, next week is magnets. And so the magnets are $80 for 50 of them, but they'll have a sale. It'll be 50 of them for $29. And so then you get
or
them.
50 stickers for $9.
Right. That's what, and it was like, oh, now we've got the oversized stickers and a sheet. And it's 10 sheets, 6 a piece for $20. And it was like, they keep doing specials. So it's like, I keep ordering more specials and you just get really good deals. They're decent stickers. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a win. Dan would just turn around and give away those Pyrite lights. Kathleen knows what's up.
Get yourself a Pyrite large and see. Just see. Only, you know.
I should probably get a Pyrite large. You're right. But we'll see. I still need to customize my Pyrites. I have 2 Pyrite lights. I have 2.
Well, I'd like to do giveaways on Fridays, and I'm gonna have I got to think of something to give away. Maybe I'll order a Pyrite.
Do you have the rose gold? You might as well get the rose gold Pyrite.
I don't.
Dark Water.
I was thinking about getting the Bowie in the gold finally.
That one.
Yeah, I'm thinking about picking that one up for myself. See,
Fred,
I want to get
Fred. Aren't we going to do a live? We were talking about maybe getting together, doing a live, and kind of figuring that out, Fred.
Hey, Dark Water, how's it going, man?
Dark Water, my thoughts on this knife is it's rad. I love it. I actually bought it from that guy right there because he didn't like it. I don't know what his deal is.
I liked it. I went through a bit of a spending spree when I discovered Whatnot. Dark Water and I have made tons of trades.
Waylon, any idea where my package from you? Your custom? I don't think I shipped it. I'll figure that out and get a hold of you. Waylon, I'm pretty sure I packed that up. What did Waylon win? The artisan cutlery, right? Jesus Christ.
He's just going to go, tell him you won the Microtech.
Waylon, I have a few packages that were on a side that I forgot to ship. One of them is the laser mark delineation as well. And then that other, plus I have one that I got to ship to Justin. Justin, I'll throw a couple fun things in there too. Yeah, I got to get that shipped out to you, Waylon. And a couple pyrite lights I'll throw in just for good. I apologize. Dark water though. This damn designs, dude, this thing is cool. I like the front flipper on there. It's beefy. If you have a larger hand, I love the way this thing sits in my hand. It just feels good. I'm
I
excited
got
to
it on
carry that
sale on
around.
Chicago Knife Works. Like they randomly have sales in like the middle of the night, I swear. And I'll just snag something.
You got to go on all the sites all the time.
I
and
do a
look
lot
for
of White
sale.
Mountain. White Mountain has really good deals.
What's happening, party people? What's up, Grateful? Joshua found it. Josh, what did you find? It's been a
That's
while.
right.
Yeah, Waylon, I apologize. Blade Show Texas got in my face and just, I got all the things ramping up for that and I got sidetracked. I got you. I've got some goodies that I set aside for you as well. I'm throwing in. I will send you tracking in the next day or two.
Well, I can't wait for you to check out that Jack Wolf.
It's probably in the mailbox now.
So smooth. It's ridiculous.
And Valley telling me Dan got distracted. What?
Throw the squirrels
Truth
up.
fact. That's truth facts. Pakistani steel. You know it. You mean this one? Josh? You found one? The Pakistani dagger? You've been looking for that. I told him the only place you can buy it is 1989. But I don't know where 1989 is or how to get there. I'd like to. Oh, is
Like
that
the
the
small
nip?
The Nip Light.
Yes. You liking that?
I love it. I think White Mountain might have a couple left. It's the White Mountain edition in blue. If you're looking for a really high end one, I think Casey's got his S91 for sale.
I kind of like the nip slip too, but I think I'd rather have the action than the slip joint.
Yeah,
version.
I like it. It's very fidgety.
How do I photo it? How do you photo what, Josh? What do you want, a screenshot or something? Like if I hold this like this, screenshot and click. Or take a mental note. Just take a mental note.
Nice, Fred.
Fred got to play with the Nip Large a few weeks ago. Nip Large? Like they
That'll
call
be
it the
coming out in
bologna
a
nip?
few months, I think.
They should call it the bologna nip.
The saucer.
It's fine by me. It's all good.
Well, I'm getting summoned. It's Taco Tuesday, so
Taco Tuesday sounds good. That was fun. We're gonna do it again soon. I will
definitely.
get some tracking for you, and that I'm shipping you. Because now I have several knives that need to be shipped very soon. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. So anyone who's waiting on tracking, yeah. But Justin's gonna take off. I'll stick around for a little while here. But
Message
Pakistan,
me later after you get your mail.
I will. I'm gonna get it. Do the unboxing and try to enjoy it for a day or two before I gotta send it off.
I think you're the last in line, so you can probably have an extra day. So,
Oh, does that mean I get to keep it?
I'm going to raffle it, or I'm gonna
Nice.
random pick for one of us. So
That's cool.
figure it's
Right on.
fair.
Well, yeah, thanks for hanging out, Justin. If you guys haven't seen Justin's channel, which I'm sure most of you have, we know pretty much everyone here. But go check him out.
That's right, Pete. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome night.
Later, Justin. Take care.
See you.
Cheers. And it's back to me. Just me. 144. How do we do this? I tell you, live streams, time goes by quickly. I don't mind it. But yeah. Loving my custom Sea Fox. Haven't held this one up yet today. The Pond. Speaking of mail, my new PSYOP took a detour back to 100 miles away from me. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier too, as I shipped Mikey Trails. I had his Riot gravity knives, and I had 2 packages I sent to him, and they left Minneapolis. They went to St. Paul. They went to Pennsylvania. And then in Pennsylvania, one of them went to New York and got delivered. And then the other one went back to St. Paul, back to Minneapolis, and now is in St. Paul again. So I don't know, it went all the way across the coast and then came all the way back when one of them was delivered. So I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I got them insured, so they're covered. But I'd rather just the knives get to him. And sometimes they bounce around like that, unfortunately. Waylon says, make sure y'all hit that like button. I appreciate it. Custom Sea Fox, Magna Cut. Tell me that's not gorgeous. Definitely one of my favorite new knives. I'm still waiting on someone giving me the perfect colorway for my Latama Victorium. I'm going to be doing the Anno for this, but no one's really given me a color or a mix of colors that I've said, yep, that's what I want to do. FYI, unless you have a bill of sales, UPS will probably never pay an insurance claim. Well, I have a receipt. So I went to ship it, and then I paid for insurance, and it says the amount of insurance paid on the receipt. I've never had to make a claim, but I'm assuming Flayman owe it, huh? Maybe. What's up, Paul? Orange peel. Okay. I want to do this orange peel / texture or something. I need to get the stuff. Blue and bronze would be gorgeous. I agree. I agree with that. I did the blue and the bronze on my microjet. Although in this lighting, it looks it's more bronze. That's a little bit more accurate to the color. It kind of wants to look purple at certain angles. Oh, you have to show the price of the item, prove what it costs. They're ridiculous. You have to appeal usually twice. Show us your auto balisong. Auto? What's an auto valley? That's this. Looks like a balisong, but wow. I actually just caught the thing and it didn't allow the. Oh, I tightened that up. It was getting loose. I tightened it up. Now it's not clicking all the way out. Talking about this? You took a Dremel to your microjet. Now it has a front flipper on it. Very cool. I've been considering that. It's kind of fun. A Bowie Spork? Is that a thing? I want a Bowie Spork. Look up old videos from Tough Thumbs, aka Tough Knives, aka Jeff Blauvet. Oh, he's the one who's going to have some info. Screenshot on doing orange peel and stuff. I'll look that up. I will look that up. Tactical chopsticks? I'd get them. A Bowie Spork? You guys are crazy. So yeah, not sure what color to do. Flame mantle could be interesting. I also ordered some titanium scales for my Demco. So I'll be getting some titanium scales for this in the next probably week or so. If you're interested, you have a Demco, the more budget version with the smaller pivot like this here. The larger pivot is like the size of that secondary circle. So if you have one that's a smaller pivot, right now on Knife Center, they have titanium scales. It's like 2 titanium scales and then a titanium backspacer for $50. $50. You can't go wrong. North Valley, you've got the K-Bar. K-Bar makes chopsticks. That's fun. That's fun. But yeah, so I'm going to be getting titanium scales for this as well. And they are smooth scales. So I would be interested in maybe learning how to do some textures. That could be fun. I definitely may want to try that. I'm in. I'm going to just have to do some research. I'll do some research, check it out, see how much work it really is, or if I just want to take a Dremel and get a couple nice bits and just actually start doing some sculpting, carving. Use your laser. The lasers that we have aren't really, because there are lasers for like, I think like for doing a texture, you'd really want to use something that is penetrating like a cutting, you know. I don't know if I can actually get textures out of my lasers at work. They're not really designed for that. Those lasers would have heavy like exhaust and stuff, and you're gonna have parts chipping off, or like, you're removing material. So that material then either is chunks or dust or something like that. It's got to go somewhere. And the machines we have are basically don't really, because there are some lasers and stuff that do like rust removal, so you put something nasty in there and it'll just resurface it and clean it up. So that's something that's possible, but not really the way we've got ours set up. Did anyone watch Zach's interview with Lucas Burnley? I did. He starts talking about getting in trouble for making a flail from scraps in shop class. Yep. Exactly. He's like, yeah, well, we're making a sword. And then the teacher broke the sword in half. It's like, you can't make weapons in here. It was a good, it was like a 2-hour video. So it was long, but definitely entertaining. Yes, we did, Kathleen. I was talking to Stacy about that just recently too. And I was at my live yesterday, or yeah, it took a couple weeks. We had to order some parts. They came in and they fixed the laser. So we got it back in shape. I actually got some settings set up, did a couple anodes, and are ready to do some laser removal on that machine to do some more anodes, more laser removal, and some laser marking on some projects. So glad we got that fixed. It's like an 18-year-old machine that they still make parts for, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like, when they're getting old like that, sometimes if something bad happens, it may not, you may not be able to fix it. Waylon just became a sponsor. Waylon, my man, welcome to the gas station. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. You've got some emojis and stuff you can blast. There they are. There they are. I appreciate that. Anyone else is interested and want to support the channel? Become a member. Why wouldn't you? Help get me to Blade Show in Atlanta. I would love to go. Ken Fix is already looking at flights. Said he saw a couple flights for like $400. What are you thinking about lasering on the Demco scales? I could laser something on there. I don't know. I kind of want to like carve them or sculpt or like put some relief on them, or maybe try to do a texture, or I don't know. I'm interested. And then I might anodize them, laser mark removal, got options. I'm excited. I had no idea yesterday that I was going to get cool scales for the Demco, but Here we are. Do puzzle pieces. I was trying to figure out, and they said it was 16 hours for the puzzle pieces. And I think the way they did it is they went down the line. And so it was like you anodize the whole thing green, you laser remove everything except for the green puzzle pieces. Then you anodize the entire thing blue. And then you remove everything other than the green and blue puzzle pieces. Then you anodize it, so on and so forth. And if you go down the scale in the spectrum, so like here's all the colors that you can anodize titanium. And so green is at the highest spectrum, and then it just goes down from here. So if you do the whole thing in green and then remove the anode on a section and then anode it again, you can ramp it up. And as long as you don't get up to the green will not change color. So the green sections stay green, you anode it up to the purple, and now you have green and purple. Then you do a removal again, and then anode and gold, and then you have green, purple, gold, and you keep doing that, and that's how you end up with all those puzzle piece colors. But you're literally doing a full anode, remove everything you don't want, continue. But I'm pretty sure Tri-State, he bought that one, and I think he said they told him it was like 16 hours worth of laser work, which makes sense. It's a lot. And then you have to make some type of fixture so that you can lock the piece in. So then you would put it in so it's in the exact spot. Then you have that laser mark of all the puzzle pieces, and they're in the same spot. So you can do that laser removal, more puzzle pieces removal, and then because it's in the same spot, the marks will line up. But you have to take it out, anodize it, clean it, put it back in. That's a lot. And that's why it's thousands of dollars or whatever it costs for that thing. 50 Shades of Grey puzzle pieces. Apparently you can camp at the event fairgrounds if you want to save on a hotel. That's kind of interesting, but I was talking about this before, and I almost feel like when you go on a trip like that, the one thing that you want to spend the money on would be the hotel. Like you want to get a good night's sleep, you want to be alert, comfortable, happy, not sore. It's like you really want to make sure that you get that good night's rest, you have that good bed. It's like I would almost rather pay a little bit more to have my own private room than to be in a room with a bunch of people. Then maybe some people are snoring, you don't sleep as well. So it's like if I'm going to spend something on the trip, I wish I could pinch on another way, like you road trip with several people and then you can split the gas, or something like that. But it's like the room, I almost want to have a nice shower, have a nice room that I can go. It's got electricity. I can charge all my stuff up and get ready for the next day. Sounds tedious, but awesome. Right, Waylon? It would be a lot. I've done a couple multicolors with like 2 colors, and that was a lot. So thinking Yako's recent Pirate Hank design would look great lasered on a pair of scales. I haven't seen that design, but I'd be interested. But if you are going online for 2 days to get in early to get your grail, yeah. Yeah. So I suppose if you're ready for that grail and you go and you camp out in line for a couple of days, I don't know, if I was that rich or, if I was doing that well that I was able to afford expensive grail knives, I would almost find a buddy, I'll pay you $100 to sit in line for 2 days for me. Right? Definitely need a good shower after running around all day. Yeah. And on Friday at the show, it was hot. It was kind of hot in there. That first couple hours, we were all sweating. It was like, "God, my elbow sucks today." I broke my elbow in 1998. Now it's starting to act up. But yeah, if you're, it's just that comfort. The room and the bed is definitely a comfort that I would be willing to spend the money on. But like, it's expensive. In Minnesota, I want to get to Atlanta. Ken found some tickets. It was $400 for the flight. But then you have to now rent a car or take an Uber to get somewhere. Then you have the cost of that, the hotel. It's easily $1,000 for me just to go to Atlanta, and that's before buying any knives or anything like that. The line is half the fun. Sometimes that can be. That can be. I remember we got in line for Van Halen tickets at Dayton's in the mall parking lot at like 3 in the morning. And that was back when Ticketmaster, like you couldn't, there was no online. It didn't exist. We were close up in the front of the line. We got third row. You know, we were like eighth in the line, third row tickets to Van Halen, 1990, whatever. Echo, I wouldn't do it. The hunt is better. You don't always get what you want. Struggling with going to Atlanta or saving the cash and getting a Strix pre-order. Yeah, see, sometimes someone else did mention that too. They're like, you could skip going and then take that $1,000 and buy $1,000 worth of knives and then make content with those $1,000 worth of knives. It's like, I can kind of see your point, but it's all the community, man. It's 90% of this. I mean, okay, 80% of this is we love knives, but the rest of it is this. The community is fantastic. The community is so cool. Meeting people, talking to people, hanging out with Fred. We had a blast. It was at day one, Blade Show, Texas. Shuts down at 6 o'clock. At 6:45, they booted us out at 6. Out the front door, standing on the street. 45 minutes after we got booted out, doors locked, there's still a dozen of us standing on the street, showing knives, comparing knives, talking about knives. It's like we're still in the show. Melissa was with us, Fred was with us, the Wheezies, Josh and John, and we're all just sitting outside for another hour after the show was over, like the show was still going on. So that is the community. That's what it's about. And then we decided to go eat. We go to the burger spot, and like half the tables in there. Andy from Rosecraft was next to us. All the guys from SMKW were on the other side. It was awesome. It's such a good community, great place to just have some fun, make some memories, meet some cool people. I want to meet the people and stuff, so I see both sides. The line for Blade Atlanta started 3 days prior to the show. Wow. Making memories. The experiences are what I love now. Dude, Fred, 100%. It was so fun. I had such a blast. It went so quick. Before I know it, I'm driving home. I even had fun driving home. I mean, who enjoys driving 14 hours straight? I guess I do. Oh, yeah, Fred went with some of the custom makers to dinner. We went to Arcane's party and then a cigar bar. You start hanging out with some of this crew, and then the next thing you know, it's just you're all family. Everyone's cool. I didn't have any experiences with any people that weren't just like friendly, fun, cool to talk to. Absolute blast. Absolute blast. I highly recommend it. Do it. Do it. 2 hours and 3 minutes. I gotta make some dinner. I'm gonna go slay some dinner in the backyard with this. I don't know. Everyone keep it in your brain, though. I've got some stuff that's going to be happening soon. Who enjoys watching you drive home? This guy. Thanks, Echo. I appreciate that. I tried to make it semi-interesting. And then the fact that I got this at a gas station on the way. I mean, get out of here, bro. Look at this. Bananas. What color should we do the Yuki? Anodizing sometime soon. Need some color choices. What color am I going to anodize my new titanium scales for my Demco when they come in? Got that one coming up soon as well. And what color am I going to dye my damn designs? Project's coming up pretty soon. I am going to be blasting the blade on this, so this will be the last time anyone will see my Tempest Knives Microjet with the Ultim and the black blade pretty soon. To be customized. Contact me after dinner. Let's do a live, and I can send you some stuff before I go away for a few weeks. That sounds great, Fred. We could do it tomorrow, or I'll message you. But we could set the live up anytime the next few days. Or if you want to try to join me on Thursday, my normal Thursday live, we could probably do that too, Fred. Flame Anno everything, says North Valley. I haven't done that yet. I have a couple of torches we could probably do that with. I have the map gas torch. Can you do it with a map gas torch? Is that hot enough? Or can you do it with a propane torch? I don't even know. I would assume that you probably use the map gas one. A little bit hotter. I'll have to start doing some research. More customs to come. A lot of fun on the channel. We're doing it. We're loving it. One of my, maybe, I don't know, this is moving up into one of my new favorites. The Goblin XL. Man, this knife is so cool. Very happy to have it. It's just big, feels good. I dig it. All right, I'm out of here. Gonna make some dinner. Definitely more stuff to come in the future. A lot of custom things, a lot of unboxing to do. Fred's gonna send me some new stuff, so I'll do a live with Fred in the next couple of days. Yeah, great stuff. Stay sharp, y'all. We'll see you soon. Take care.